It's 30 minutes before your corporate training session, or maybe it's Sunday night and you need an assessment for tomorrow's class. You know exactly what you want to test, but you are staring at the enemy, the blank screen. You type out a question, then you try to remember the exact right answer. Then comes the real-time drain, inventing 3 wrong answers that are plausible but not painfully obvious. You repeat this 15 times. Older quiz platforms might be fun for the users to play, but they force you to do all the heavy lifting. They tax your most valuable resource, your time, long before the actual learning even starts. Let's look at the math. If you need a 10-question quiz on a specific document, the old way takes about half an hour of reading, switching tabs, and typing. The new way uses the Quizify generative engine. Instead of typing, you simply upload your source material, a PDF, Word document, or text file. In seconds, the AI builds the entire assessment. It extracts key facts, sets correct answers, and writes tricky wrong answers that fit the context perfectly. Hours of tedious data entry vanish. You go from a blank screen to a fully functional review in the time it takes to brew a cup of coffee. For high-stakes environments, accuracy is non-negotiable. Quizify uses a process called source grounding. This means the AI is locked exclusively to the exact materials you provide, eliminating the risk of it hallucinating or pulling in outside errors. You can feed it almost anything. It digests standard PDFs, lengthy Word documents, or just paragraphs of raw pasted text. It even processes scanned documents and images. If you have a photograph of a textbook page or handwritten notes, the engine extracts the text and builds the test. Because it strictly adheres to your uploaded content, you can trust it to handle complex corporate compliance policies or institutional curricula without inventing facts. The engine breaks your source text down into standard formats. It builds multiple-choice questions and single-choice formats for precise testing. It also generates true-false checks and open-ended text questions that require the learner to explain their understanding in depth. Every single question it creates includes a detailed AI-written explanation attached to the answer, turning a simple right or wrong check into an active learning moment. A flat, static document becomes a multi-dimensional testing tool, and you didn't have to spend a single minute formatting it. Once your assessment is generated, you can deploy that exact same set of questions across entirely different learning environments. For formal evaluation, exam mode creates a strict time-bound environment where learners answer without hints, giving clear grading data. For lower-stakes study, practice mode acts like a digital coach, providing immediate feedback and a detailed explanation after every single answer. You can also launch a live quiz, which uses QR codes and live leaderboards to engage a real-time audience. Or you can generate an offline mode link to assign asynchronous homework. You manage quiet individual study, intense exams, and interactive group training all from one central dashboard. As you scale up, administrators can organize all this generated content into massive, persistent question banks, mapped perfectly to specific grades, subjects, and chapters. When students take the test, the system even evaluates those open-ended text answers automatically. It reads for conceptual understanding, rather than just scanning for exact keyword matches. It takes all that grading data and compiles it. The dashboard identifies exactly where a learner is excelling and pinpoints their specific blind spots. Automated analytics handle the tedious grading, freeing up the instructor to step away from the red pen and focus on actually mentoring their students. Quizify gives you back your preparation time while delivering detailed feedback that actively improves how well your audience learns the material. In modern education and corporate training, spending your weekend manually typing out test questions is completely obsolete. Stop typing, start generating. Sign up today and turn your first document into a complete, ready-to-launch quiz in seconds.